Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurrect Autos HQ. So guys, today is going to be a very, very busy day, probably busier than yesterday, I've got to be honest. So we've got some bread and butter work through the workshop at the minute, which is the Fiat 500 with the failed MOT. We've got to continue with this. We're going to do the rear end now. Got 2 springs and 2 shocks to change. Shouldn't take that long, but we've got to get it done for today. The Fiesta, again, from yesterday's video with the misfire, took it out for a run and it absolutely drives lovely, sweet. That was definitely the problem, the issue. So hopefully that's all done. That's all resolved for them. And what else? Oh, I've got a Ford Transit Custom coming in the workshop for a service. And I've got to show you these lights. This Chris, a long-term friend back in the past when we was at school and stuff like that, he contacted me. I've done a few bits and pieces on his van already. You've already seen it. But this time he's changed the front headlights, and I've got to be honest, they look amazing. They do look wicked. I've never seen it before, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about a little bit later. But first of all, let's get set up. Oh, and the other thing as well, guys, I've got another new project to pick up today as well. So really busy, crazy. I'm not going to show you the project, the new one, until next week. We've got other bits and pieces to sort out. But I will stick a picture of the new project on Instagram. So yeah, and it's something that I've never done before. So again, something new for me. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm not sure about this one, but let's just wait until next week. But I will stick a picture on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, and then you can have a look at this new project that I just picked up today. So let's get set up. Let's get cracking. Let's start stripping the rear end off, get the springs and the shocks off and changed. Let's do this. Okay, guys, well, that did not take long at all, did it? It's so much quicker and easier with just on the ramp, and then you know, a jack each side supporting the actual suspension on this part here. So you support it here, lift it up, and then undo the shock, and then do the same the other side, undo the shock, take the shock out, and then lower the jacks both sides. And then slowly it'll start coming down, and then you can get the springs and swap them over. But yeah, nice and new shocks and springs both sides. Very quick actually, not too bad. This side not as bad as this side for sure. The spring is still intact as well. It's still there, but it's getting close, I reckon, to fracturing at the bottom there. Always starts to rust off and then snaps. So it's worth, whilst I've got it in the workshop, I'm doing the job, I might as well just swap them over and get them done. This one, as you can see, the spring has actually fractured at the bottom already there. So that's all no good. And the shock, look at this, look. It's actually fallen through. So definitely time to change. So now this should go through the MOT for her. I did say to her, did you want me to put it for an MOT or did you want to take it back to the MOT centre? The MOT centre said at the place that she had it done and the place that gave her the quote to do the work, they said, no, bring it back. As long as it's within 10 days, we will do it for free. So I've done the repairs that they've put down. So yeah, that's all sorted, and we can now get this out the front and move on to the next thing. But for the moment, I've got to go and pick up this new project from Copart Rochford. And yeah, when I come back, we'll jump on the Ford Transit Custom, and I'll show you exactly, the headlights, and I'll show you exactly what's going on there. And we've got to give that a full service as well. So yeah, bear with me, guys. And then when I come back, I'll bring the Transit in. So I'll see you soon. Right, okay, so guys, I am back from the Copart pickup, and I've bought Chris his van in the workshop. I'll possibly be able to spin it round and get it manoeuvred and get it on the ramp, but I thought, do you know what? I think we can work on it just as it is. I haven't got to sort of try and get it in the workshop. But if I really needed to, I think I should be able to get one of these vans, Transit Customs, in the actual workshop. But let me just show you what Chris has brought it over to me today for. So he's bought a full service kit from main dealer Fords. I think he might have bought it online, but it is from main dealer. I think it is a main dealer kit. But we've got oil change, oil filter, air filter, cabin filter to switch over. The other thing I need to switch over as well and get sorted is this. It's for the fan. If I can get it out. Fan. It's like a fan resistor. I think quite a common failure issue problem with this custom van. So we're going to get that done for him today. I just want to quickly show you a few bits and pieces that Chris has done to this van, because it's actually... He's slowly doing bits and pieces to it, and it's actually looking pretty nice now. It's looking pretty decent as for a van anyway. Obviously, you've got these really bright LED lights in the back, which is really bright, nice in the back there. He has got these headlights. Let me show you. Actually, what I'll do is if I shut the door, turn the lights off, and then show you these headlights, because they are pretty cool. First of all, you can see that the strip is different around the edges, and there's some strips inside. It's like a hexagon shape inside. But let me show you. And then when you unlock it, it obviously, these flash when you unlock it and lock it. Let me show you, because they are pretty bright lights, I've got to be honest. And that's just the side light. It's not even the main beam or anything like that. So they are super bright. I don't know if I can get you to see them, but it's like a hexagon shape LEDs around the actual lights there. He bought them like this. Some guy, makes these, takes them apart, puts all those LED strips and stuff in there and stuff like that, and then he just keeps he doesn't even... I thought he might have wanted the original headlights back, but the guy didn't. And you can see that they flash with these when you indicate. I'm sure when you indicate, let me just put them on. How good do they look? I wasn't sure at first. When I first saw them, I thought, I wasn't quite sure. But look at that. That is cool. That is pretty cool. So for Transit Custom, that is a pretty cool little feature. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you that, guys, because it is pretty good. The other thing I want to show you as well is inside. Chris has had some, he's had some, they call it hydro dipping. So you basically take like pieces of plastic off and then take them to a special place, and then they dip them in a specific, well, pattern, whatever you want really. And you can see that he's had it done on the steering wheel here, the surround on the stereo as well. It's all been hydro dipped. It does look pretty cool. It's a bit camo-y, isn't it? Like his seats. And I said to him, I said, why don't you just get a camo wrap on the van? So, but it's pretty nice, isn't it? Yeah. So he's just, this is definitely his daily driver. He loves driving it. You know, he's just adding stuff to it, little bits and pieces, and he just wants to keep up the service, keep up the repairs, anything he's doing, he's just getting it done. He's asking me to sort of get them done for him. So that is what we're going to do next. Right. So let's get set up, and we'll start dropping this to oil. First of all, oil change, oil filter, air filter, cabin filter, and that sort of stuff. We'll get straight into it. I'll set you up, guys. Let's do Chris's van. Right, okay, guys, let me just show you what I'm up to. You can see me doing it, but dropping the oil there, and the oil filter is just underneath there as well. So I'll pull that down and change that in a minute. Once that's, I'm just trying to give it enough time to get rid of most of the oil. In the meantime, I'm working on the top end. So Chris has asked me to replace the fan resistor. You can see them here. This is the new one that he's got me to put in, and this is the old one. And I'm going to obviously show Chris this tonight, but I don't know if you can see underneath that there, look, it's all burnt out. So this is what's causing his problem here. It just gets I think the fans just keep staying on, or it stays off, or comes on and off. It's not right, and that's the reason why, because of this I think that resistor there. So he's gave me this new one to change. We're going to put it in for him, and hopefully that will solve his problem with this issue. I think it's quite a common thing. I think it's quite a common issue with these Ford Customs. So there's loads of forums. They're all saying it. So yeah, it should be all right. But look how clean this engine bay is. It's such a nice clean engine. This is. Yeah, it's got a really nice one there. That's just an engine cover. That there, that just pops off. And the thing in there. I'll leave it down. But yeah, it's such a nice clean engine, but I'm sure he gets in here and cleans it with a brush or something. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he'll tell me if he did a lot, but I'm sure he does. He really looks after this van. It's his little pride and joy, this thing. So yeah, so that's basically what we've got to do. It's just here. I like to sort of strip away the whole top box, get all that out of the way. Do a little bit more, a strip down on the top, pull some wires out of the way and stuff like that, just so we've got enough room to get down to there. And yeah, that's exactly what is going on. So I'm going to put this new one in for him, and then we're going to continue with the service. This is the old air filter. It's not that bad, but it is starting to get a bit dirty, this end. That end's pretty clean. I don't know why. That's probably the inlet part. That's the first part that the in. Yeah, I mean that's the part that in sits, and as it goes round. But we'll put this new one in because he's got me this new one. So we'll do that. Put that one in. So that'll be done. This is the oil filter. So we'll put that in for him as well. And then this is the fuel filter, which we've already done one of these for him, but we're going to do it again, which is just underneath here. Oh, I don't know if I've showed you this before, but it's underneath there. That's where it is, right there. So, which has got quite a lot of room actually when you get underneath there, so it's not too bad. Right, okay, so I just wanted to quickly explain what was going on with this resistor. We'll put a new one in, and then we're going to start, putting this service kit in it, and then we're going to do the cabin filter, which I think... it's going to be behind here somewhere, innit? So I've got to just check to see where it is. I don't think it's... Yeah, I think it's behind that cover. So we'll get in there and we'll do that for him as well. So just give it a full service. So let's carry on. Let's do this. Right, okay guys, just want to quickly cut in there, just explain what's been going on. So, done the oil filter from underneath, and I've topped the oil up to where it should be. I always top it up to the max level on the dipstick, then put it all back together, then run the engine, which I did, for only for a minute or so, and then turn the engine off and then check the oil again, because the new oil has to go around the new oil filter, and it always drops it a little bit more because obviously it's got to build up into that oil filter. So I always do that. That's done. Air filter's done as well. And I've done this heater. It's like a fan resistor that goes in there. That was an absolute pain because it doesn't. I thought it went in and out from this side, and you could just push it in, but you can't. It's actually got to go from the underneath and push it out, which was an absolute joke. I kept dropping it as well, so it was such a fiddly job. But it's done now. Hopefully that is going to solve his problem. Like I said, I think it's a common issue with these. Yeah, well, you can see that it's burnt out there. Look, you see it underneath. Look. So that's obviously what's gone on. It's burnt out underneath and, yeah, causing the problems. So hopefully that's it. We've done with that. Now we can move on to the cabin filter and the fuel filter, which is underneath. So I'll set you up. Let's get these bits and pieces done as well. And then that should be the complete service on Chris's van, all sorted. So I'll set you up, guys. Let's do this. Right, well guys, there we go. That is the fuel filter all changed. Put a new one in place. Not too bad those to change actually. You just got to unplug it, unplug the wire connector, and then you just undo the tap and it drains out all the diesel that's inside the filter. And then you just use a special tool to wind it off, which actually Chris got me last time he got me to do the service. He got me this tool to undo the actual filter. But this is the state of it. Look at that. So instead of all that crap going into the engine and the injectors, it's going through this filter. So, and this is the second time I've done this for him. So this one I've changed. I'm not quite sure how many miles he's done in it actually. I might have to check that and ask him. But yeah, it is proper grimy in there. Look, that's saved it from going inside the actual, inside the engine. Pretty dirty, the cabin filter, once I've swapped it out. So that's good. We've got a nice new one in there. It is what I thought it was. It was just obviously in that on that glove box. You've got to drop it down a little bit. You drop the glove box down, and it's behind there. Quick and easy, nice and easy, that one. But yeah, there we go. The service and the replacement resistor for the fan is all completed. It's all done, and all we've got to do now is we've got a circulate the fuel, because obviously if I just try to start it now, it won't have it. So what you need to do is you just need to, even though there's no fuel pump, Just stick it on number 1. Leave it like that for 30 seconds. And then do that 2 or 3 times. And then hopefully then it will just go and fire up. But just got to just leave it for a few seconds. So yeah, I am going to crack on with that. Get it started. And then Chris can come and collect his van. I think he's coming this afternoon, actually, to come collect it after his work. But yeah, let me know what you think about these lights, guys, because I've not seen them before. I've got to be honest. I've not seen the actual, the setup before. But they do look pretty smart, don't they? Not quite sure. Let's take it out. Do it again. Not quite sure the cost of those headlights, but they do look pretty smart, especially with those indicators built into them as well. Normally the indicator's just up there, look, that, and the bulb just flashes. With this one, it goes right round, which looks pretty cool. I like it. So yes, I'm going to leave it there. We're all finished. We're all done with Chris's van. He can come and collect it this afternoon. It is Friday, guys, and it's the weekend. So yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you Monday in the next one. Take care. See you soon. Thanks for watching.